All right, you guys. So today's the team call for February 23rd. For those of you that I haven't had a chance to speak with yet, I am Shana Anderson. I'm a Star Diamond coach and the founder of Team Ignite. So thanks for hopping on the call. Today, I want to talk to you guys about my top 5 tips for success in this business, how I have become successful and taken our team to right now we're in the top 250 in a network of over 400,000. And I've been a coach for about 18 months. So I want to share with you guys how I've done that, the things that I'm consistently thinking about in my business so that you can hopefully take that and apply it to your business and see the same success. I'm going to dive right in because we don't have a ton of time today and there's a lot of stuff to talk about. So the first one is you guys have heard about the 3 vital behaviors over and over and over on the national wake-up calls, from other coaches training videos that you may be watching, from Carl, from me and our team page. You're going to hear it throughout your time as a coach. And that's because they are super important. But I think the biggest thing that a lot of times people miss talking about when they're talking about the 3 vital behaviors is staying consistent with them. You can't just do the 3 vital behaviors on the days that you feel like it. There are going to be days where, let's say my normal business time is after my kids go to bed, so from like 8 to 10 p.m. And there are going to be nights where I'm like, I just don't feel like getting on the computer tonight. I would rather sit in front of the TV and catch up on my DVR. That's not going to grow your business. So you have to be unwavering with your consistency to your business activities. Set your business hours, give yourself a business schedule, communicate that with your spouse, your significant other, your kids, whoever it matters to, and let them know, look, this is a business that I'm starting for us. I have goals for our family, and these are the hours that I have seen in our family schedule that should be able to work for everybody. Now, I want you to know these are the hours that I intend to work my business, and I have to stick with it. Because you guys, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. This isn't an overnight thing. It's not going to happen within 2 months. You're not going to be a 15-star diamond in 2 months. You can definitely be a diamond in 2 months. But 15-star diamond is not going to come without you staying consistent with those behaviors. And there's a 4th one that Carl has been talking about lately, and I want you guys to really think about them as the 4 vital behaviors now, and that's recognition. Recognition for your team, recognition for your customers, those people in your challenge group that are having awesome success. No achievement is too small, and especially for brand new coaches, when they're not making any money yet, really, that's all they have to go on, you guys, is somebody giving them a pat on the back and telling them they're doing the right things. They are on their way to creating a successful business. So take that opportunity to make sure that, every Thursday when the new business week rolls around, you're checking your online office to see who's ranked advanced, who's gotten more Success Club points, who hit Success Starters. You'll see that in your email. Who hit Success Club for the first time in their business, who's had an amazing transformation on their own personal fitness journey. Whatever the achievement is, recognize them. Take that time to give them a shout out and celebrate them in our team page, and also on your personal page or your fitness page, whichever you're running your business on, and tag them in the post. A lot of people are really uncomfortable talking about their own accomplishments. So be that mom, be that dad, celebrate for them and give other people, their peers, their family, their friends who may or may not know what they've been up to, the chance to congratulate them. It feels really good for people to get that recognition. So make sure you guys are doing that and incorporating that into your business. So the first one is staying consistent with the 4 vital behaviors, no matter what, even when you don't feel like it, being consistent with your schedule in your business. The only difference between a brand new coach that's going to be successful and a coach that is already successful is time and consistency within their business. That's it. There is no difference. You know, this coach over here that's super successful doesn't necessarily have a degree in business or fitness or anything like that. They've figured out what works and they've stayed consistent with it. It's just like you guys tell your challengers in your challenge groups. You have these programs and these nutrition plans that work. People just have to stay consistent with them, right? If somebody's doing the 21-day fix and they kind of pick and choose the days that they want to track their containers, what kind of results are they going to see? It's the same thing with your business. So stay consistent. All right, number 2, dress for the job that you want. Just because you are a brand new coach or an Emerald coach does not mean you can't start acting like that 5-star diamond that you want to be, or 10-star diamond, or 15-star, whatever it is, that Millionaires Club member. You guys have to start thinking like you've already accomplished that goal. I remember when I first started my team page, I had like 4 discount coaches in there. Nobody was interested in working the business. And I'm thinking to myself, what the heck am I supposed to be posting in here? Nobody cares what I'm saying. Well, you start acting like that leader that you want your team to see you as, even if you think nobody's listening and it's complete crickets in your team page. You know, when I have you guys start your new like pages on Facebook, I tell you all the time, before you even go over and start inviting your friends to come over and like your fitness page, you need to give them a reason to follow you, right? You want to be consistently posting materials, sharing workouts, sharing your recipes, whatever it is that your page is going to offer people, you want to have that there already for them, so that when some complete stranger does come across your page, they are able to read through the material and say, oh, this chick's pretty cool, or this guy's pretty cool. I definitely see you know, what they have to offer, and I want to follow them. I don't want to miss something that they're posting. So, you know, making sure that you're doing the same thing in your team page, because when you say, you know, you're an Emerald coach and you've got 4 coaches on your team and they're all discount coaches, maybe they're all family members, and you just don't feel like you're a leader yet, but then at your daughter's dance class, you meet this person. You've never met them before, and they end up getting into conversation with you about coaching, and they're saying, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I'm looking for. I would love to join your team. Let's do this. So they sign up, they become a coach, you add them to your team page, and then they go into your team page and there's nothing there. And they're thinking, oh God, I've joined the wrong team. There's no support here. There is nothing going on. What was I thinking, right? That's not what you want to happen. You want someone to walk into your team page and think, wow, there's so much cool stuff going on here. Look at all these trainings that are being offered on this team page. Look at all the camaraderie on my team. Look at, you know, all the recognition and shout outs that are happening. You know, even if it's just you sharing success stories of your challengers with those people on your team page, it's letting them know, like, hey, you know, I'm running a kick-ass challenge group. Like, you can invite people to join us. So nothing is too small to be posting on your team page, and don't be afraid to act like you are a 5-star diamond when you're just an Emerald coach. And the same thing goes for posting on your Facebook pages. People have no idea what the different ranks in Beachbody mean. People have no idea how much money you're making unless you specifically say in your post. But, you know, when I'm able to post that my team is in the top 1% of the company, that sounds pretty darn impressive, right? Well, you know, with 440,000 coaches, that's still a lot of coaches that are in the top 1%, but nobody outside of Beachbody knows that. But it sounds really freaking impressive and like a great team that they would want to join if it's somebody that's been eyeballing my page and thinking about the coaching opportunity. So sharing things like that, you know, sharing small victories on your team, you know, that those recognition posts from your coaches on your team. You can even share transformation stories from other coaches on our team, because we're all a team. They don't have to be like below you in the team genealogy. I am on your team. It doesn't mean that you are coaching me or you are mentoring me, but if I've had an amazing success story, share it. Say, I'm a coach on your team. That's not a lie at all. So, start thinking like that coach that you want people to see you as, and your attitude and the way that you're talking to people is going to completely change. So, dress for the job you want. Tip number 2. Tip number 3, create a culture of Success Club on your team. This has got to be one of the most important things that I've learned since becoming a coach. Talking to people, talking to new coaches about Success Club right away, right off the bat, is going to help them see quick success. A lot of times when people walk into network marketing businesses, they think they've got to be doing this crazy amount of sales every month to be successful. And as Beachbody coaches, we know that that's not true, right? 3 to 5 people. That's it. 3 challenge packs per month. 3 lives changed. 3 new coaches on your team, possibly. But 3 people in a 30-day period is like nothing. And so Success Club is pretty much all I talk about on our new coach getting started right calls. I explain to people why Success Club was created, that it's this benchmark that Beachbody has created to let people know that they're doing the right things, because a brand new coach comes in and they have no idea what to do to get themselves on the right path to success. So it's our job to explain to them, look, just inviting people to join you and having 3 new challengers in our next challenge group is going to get you into Success Club. I talk about the incentives for Success Club, talk about a summit ticket. I do touch on the Success Club trip a little bit, but not, that's kind of like an overwhelming, seems out of reach kind of incentive for a lot of new coaches, so I don't go too much into depth about that. I talk about, the little monthly incentives that they do for us, like wear and share or programs or sampler boxes of the performance line or something like that, just to let them know, the company is going to be recognizing you for meeting this goal every month. And it's a huge milestone in your business if you can do that 12 months in a row or 24 months in a row. An awesome statistic that I heard early in my business is that if you are consistently hitting Success Club 5 every month for 2 years, you are going to be making about $50,000. If you're consistently hitting Success Club 10 for 2 years, you'll be making over $100,000. 2 years is nothing, you guys. It's nothing in the grand scheme of things. And so if you share that statistic with people and really create that culture of Success Club by doing a Success Club banner every month and checking in with your active coaches and, just really having those conversations with people, they realize how important and how awesome it is for them to be hitting Success Club every month. So just make sure that you guys are creating that atmosphere early on in your team and with your brand new coaches, and talking about it in Coach Basics if you're running your own, and just really getting people started out that way. Tip number 4 is to always stay in phase 1. What is phase 1? Phase 1 is bringing new coaches onto your team and bringing new challengers into your challenge groups. You never, a lot of times when, like, let's say you've hit diamond and you're like, oh, awesome, I've got 8 coaches on my team. 2 of them are emerald. Those are going to be my 2 rock stars, and they're going to go diamond in 60 days, and I'm going to be a 2-star, and it's going to be awesome, and I'm going to get that bonus. You guys, life happens. People go inactive. People decide that they don't have time for the business. People decide that, it's not worth their time or effort. Whatever the story is. And sometimes people come back, but you never know what's going to happen with someone. I've had coaches hit diamonds and then now they're no longer working the business. Never saw that coming, right? You wouldn't think that that would happen, because when somebody reaches diamond, you think, oh, they're on their way. They're going to do big things. Life happens. So always stay in phase one. You never know who your rock stars are going to be. Somebody could come in as a discount coach, and 6 months later, they are like running out of the gates and bringing coaches onto their team like wildfire, and they hit diamond in 30 days, and you never saw that coming either. So just my biggest tip to you guys is always be looking for new coaches on your team, and always be trying to fill your challenge groups with 3 to 5 new people every month, and then plus your rollovers. Melanie Mitro talked a lot about this at the New Leader Conference this past January, and she said that she's always trying to fill that pipeline because the average lifespan for a coach is about 3 to 6 months. Some people, it takes them a couple of months to get going to hit Success Club, and then some people hit Success Club for a few months right away, and then they kind of peter off. No matter what you do, there's just some people that you can't save. You can't make them successful. They have to want it for themselves, and some people just aren't willing to put in the effort. And we know this takes effort, right? It's not going to come overnight. It's not going to come easily. So always making sure that you guys are filling that pipeline for your business and bringing new people onto your team, and getting them started right, having that onboarding process streamlined and duplicatable is going to be huge for your success. And that kind of goes right into my last tip, number 5, is duplication. There is absolutely no need to reinvent the wheel in this business, you guys. There have been successful coaches for years since the network started. And the cool thing about this company is that nobody is trying to keep it a secret as to what they did to be successful. Everybody's willing to share their tips with you, their challenge group scripts, their invite scripts, their training group templates, whatever you want. Most people will give it to you. And so that's just like the really cool culture that Beachbody has created, is everybody's here to help everyone else. And that's the way that they set up the genealogy too, is that people on our team that you don't even know are contributing to your volume bank. It's not taking anything out of their pocket. It's just a cool team structure and the way that they've set things up. So duplication, taking what other coaches have told you already works, putting your own personality on it, and then running with it in your business. And now not everything that another coach does is going to work for you, because your market might be different. Your personality is completely different. You have to try different things and kind of find that sweet spot and see what works for you. But that's why I share so much of what I'm doing with you guys. That's why I post the calendar of when the challenge groups are, so you guys can kind of see the timing for my business each month and the flow of how things go. I spend the first 2 weeks of the month talking mostly and advertising about my challenge groups and gearing my posts that way, because my challenge group starts the 3rd week of the month. And then I spend the second half of the month talking about the coaching opportunity, and I do a webinar, and I have the coach sneak peek, and I'm spending the last half of the month trying to bring new coaches onto the team, because then Coach Basics starts the first week of the following month. So you guys kind of see how that flow goes. And I share with you guys my email templates, what I send to a new customer, a discount coach, a business building coach. You are welcome to join any of my training groups and either use them for your own coaches or copy and paste every single post and have a script for your own Coach Basics group or Diamond Dash group or, coaching sneak peek group, anything like that. You guys, that is all for you. Take it and run with it. Everything that you are doing on your own team should be something that a new coach can take and duplicate. Nothing you're doing should be so crazy, intense, different from everyone else that a new coach is like, now how in the heck did they come up with that? And how do I know if it's going to work? Everything should be super streamlined. You want to get as organized as you can, as early as you can. I will tell you that is one mistake I made, is I didn't have any organization in the beginning, and I felt like I was all over the place when I was advertising challenge groups, when I was advertising a coaching opportunity. But having that flow to your business every month really helps to streamline conversations and invites. But just having those systems in place so that when you bring a new coach onto your team, you can either offer them the systems that are available on Team Ignite or systems that you have in place on your own team if you're at that point. So that's tip number 5. That's a big one, is just making sure that anything you're doing is something that another coach can duplicate. And that goes for posting on Facebook too, you guys. If you see something that I post or another coach on our team posts, if you see something I post, you don't ever have to ask if you can use it. Go ahead, I don't care. But some coaches are weird, and so you might just want to shoot them a message and be like, hey, oh my gosh, I loved your post and my brain is not working tonight. Do you mind if I borrow it? Nobody's going to care. Rule of thumb, if you've seen it 5 times, don't steal it, because it's probably been done 25 times. And there are people on Facebook that follow tons of coaches, and then they just are looking for the one that they really resonate with. And if every coach is posting the same thing, it's not really going to help you set yourself apart, if that makes sense. So, if you've seen something 5 times, don't do it again. But anyway, that's kind of a little tangent to the duplication tip. But so those are my 5: consistency with the 4 vital behaviors in your business schedule, dressing for the job that you want. Number 3 is creating a culture of Success Club on your team right away from the very beginning. Number 4, always stay in phase 1. And number 5, focusing on duplication. We are just about out of time. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock. So I want to respect everyone's time. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. But if you have questions about this, I'm going to post the recording in the team page. So just comment below with questions about anything that I talked about, and we can get a dialogue going that everyone else can see. So people that weren't able to hop on the call can also take part in the discussion. So that's it. I'm going to stop recording really quick.